Rashad, why you
Anyway,
didn't hit me up?
What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
I said this how serious
What's
I'm
up,
taking the
Rashad?
Michael Jackson movie.
Hey,
He
Rashad.
on TikTok live singing Mike at 7 a.m. It's frying me.
People don't can we do? Don't go around picking young girl. Stand if you just pat my shoulder to the car to the Roma. Hey, Billie Jean, not my lover. Just a girl. I am the one.
The comments that remember the time.
But she's not my son. No. Oh.
Oh, snap.
Billie Jean is not my. People don't.
Yeah, this how serious I'm taking the Michael Jackson movie, man. It's no game. I saw Dr. Umar said that he hopes the movie really tackles the way that things went down. LaToya, the old LaToya clip of her on The View saying that he did not, just pass away. Someone did it to him, and his nephew said the same thing. And I agree, bro. I agree. If LaToya said what she said, that they were after him because he owns stuff, and you look at any old Mike stuff, like hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah. What was I thinking? What was I thinking about with the Michael Jackson thing? Oh yeah. I think where there's smoke, there's fire. If you look at Michael Jackson, Sony, when you think about, what I'm saying, Mike did this. He literally held signs up like this, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was calling people the devil and stuff like that, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I mean? Like Mike, so to know that Mike was going like this, right? He left Sony, and then he started buying everybody's publishing. Like he owned the publishing for elevator music. He owned the publishing for the Beatles. He owned publishing for this. He owned publishing for that. He said, they're coming after me. That's what he said. He said, they're coming after me. They're trying to get me, all that stuff, right? And that's what he thought, bro. Like, that's what Michael Jackson thought. So leading up to it, his doctor knows that he got addicted to those little things before he goes to sleep. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he gives him an extra dosage, enough to where he can't survive it. And that's what happened before tour, bro. That's how they set it up. So you can't say that this is just a conspiracy theory if it's something that he did publicly in real life. He showed that he wasn't afraid to speak against the big bad suits, the scary folks, quote unquote, to go against the establishment. Is what he did. And I believe it, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I believe it. Let me see if I can find the thing. Let me see if I can find the thing if his nephew talking. Let me see, y'all. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Siggy.
Listening, my uncle didn't die. He was murdered. I feel the same thing about Prince. We're losing a lot of stars because you have to remember, these are basically...
That's exactly who I was talking about, Charles. That's exactly who I was talking about.
Insurance policies. When he dies, whatever was owned by the company reverts back. We're not talking about $100,000. We're not talking about $1 million. And everybody in this room knows $1 million, I don't care if you're a normal person, ain't getting you shit. After taxes, you still got to live the same. You still got to stack your money. But when my uncle died, we're talking about billions of dollars. Can you imagine if Prince, when he died, sold little red Corvette to Chevy? Woo. Let's just you think about it.
Yeah.
They say Prince died broke. How do you die broke with $1 billion catalog? If he would have sold 3 songs, he'd have had a couple $100 million sitting in his pocket to play with.
Yeah.
All he had to do is, here, take these 3. I got the catalog of the rest.
Right.
Notice that when my uncle dies, why do you hear all his music? Why is there a Motown cartoon out now? A, B, C,
Right.
easiest. Okay, well, obviously, when my uncle was alive, he wasn't giving the rights to anybody. But when he dies, all of a sudden, oh my goodness.
Is the family still benefiting from all of his music and his catalog?
When you say benefiting, I mean, I guess for this last name, because of what my father and them did, that is the benefit. That's the pride of standing for this last name, because, you know, when I grew up, people don't understand. My father and them, they were around.
Yeah.
But then also when we were around, if we wanted to see him, we had to go to a show. So it wasn't like personal. We'd have to sit around in this, oh, hi, Pops, we love you. But then you got people coming and taking pictures and this and that. And
Right.
this. So when we grew up, it wasn't even groomed. It was, we were told, you can't do this because of what's going to come back. You know, so when you look at it, say, how can I say this, man? My uncle he was born in this business. He died in this business.
His whole entire life.
His whole entire life. So, you know, when I sit here and I hear Wade and this other dude, let's be real. And I'm sitting at the table. Y'all can tell me how y'all feel. And I'm open to opinion. I've had horrible shit happen to me. And any of that horrible stuff, I've got rid of. I'm not going to keep. They showed Wade burning the pictures of Michael and doing all this stuff. So why does the weirdo keep a ring? And let's be real. Like I said, Neverland was a toy for my uncle. You think my uncle's going to buy some little ring? This is a man who, for us as children, closed down malls.
Shout out Siggy, man. I gotta watch this full interview. I'll say like Siggy. Oh yeah. I think his wife just passed too. So prayers up to Siggy, everything like that. But he seems like a real like dude and everything like that. Family man and stuff. And brother really be knowing what's going on. So shouts out to Siggy, man, for sure, for speaking up on behalf of his uncle. I believe it, bro. I don't think it's a conspiracy. I believe it, me personally. So yeah, there's that. That's where I stand over there. This was the event, by the way, that my boy that was on the channel when he met Michael Jackson as a kid. This was that. So here it is. Go back there. It's how you used to speak about him, bro. Mottola Group. Yeah, houses. I got an extra room for you. Tommy Mottola, Sony Music, where Michael Jackson work was mentioned in the Epstein files, which reinforces the idea that Michael was right all along. So yeah, and this is it where he said it.
And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
So there it is. That was the event. Like, he was being honored for something. He was being honored like the great Michael Jackson, something like this, right? In the early 2000s. And he was like, Tommy Mottola is the devil. Sony Music, they stopped promoting my album and they're going against me ever since I tried to leave and stuff like that. It's crazy, bro. So yeah. There it is. There it is, bro. So Mariah Carey's sister exposed their mother for allegedly subjecting them to satanic cult-like practices. Fans calling out Tommy Mottola. Fans believe he held Mariah Carey hostage and she has learned to be obedient from her mother. Michael Jackson also accused Tommy of being the devil. He was once the head of Sony Music. He shares what happened when Mariah's ex-husband, Tommy Mottola, cut his interview short thinking Bill was flirting with his wife. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. The Brat says a Burger King run-in with Mariah Carey turned into chaos when they got back to the studio, ending with Tommy Mottola allegedly pulling up on Jermaine Dupri. The music industry in the 90s was different. Mariah Carey was in a controlling relationship with Mottola, where her movements, choices, and even who she was around was heavily monitored. Oh, yeah. This guy's crazy. Michael Jackson called out Sony Records for conspiring against their artists. He once called Tommy Mottola mean, racist, very devilish. It has since come out that Tommy Mottola's been linked with Jeffrey Epstein and Diddy. What did MJ know about Tommy Mottola?
This is very important.
So yeah, I say all of this, bro, with the Michael Jackson stuff to show that, like, to say that Michael Jackson, because I mean, to be honest, all the cool stuff, all the good stuff that we know about Michael Jackson and stuff, like, bro, we already know. Like, you know what I'm saying? We seen the American Dream. The American Dream pretty much told the whole story all the way up. The only thing left was the 35th anniversary show in Madison Square Garden. And what else? What else was left in there? And this is it in, you know, the last days of his life. That was the only thing still left on the table. All the fun stuff, it's already been told through the American Dream story. You know what I mean? So this is what I hope to see from someone telling the Michael Jackson story, is this side of Michael, you know, excuse me. They don't care about us, Michael. The revolting Michael, the Michael who went against the system, who went against everything, who went against the machine, as someone who was as big as you're ever going to be via music. Like, there will never be someone bigger than Michael Jackson ever again, because the internet, everything's so niche. You know, we're in a world where it's, to some people, DDG's the biggest celebrity in their eyes. And then you have a whole nother world where they have no clue who DDG is. You know what I'm saying? So this is the same thing. Kai Cenat, same thing. Kai Cenat, I Show Speed are the biggest celebrities to them in their world. And it's a whole nother part of the world who have no idea who I Show Speed or Kai Cenat are. You know what I'm saying? So it's not how it used to be, where everything was funneled through kind of one main thing. So with that said, Michael Jackson being as famous as he was, and to be such a guy who went against the system, is very interesting. And it's funny because people used to always try to paint like Prince as the guy who went against the system, as the independent guy and stuff like that, who went against the music industry. And Michael was the get along, go along guy who was the commercial pop sensation. When in reality, Michael spoke out just as much probably as Prince. He probably just couldn't get out of the actual stuff because he was so big. They held him in. And Mike started when he was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he started when he was 5, but he didn't probably get famous until what, like 12? Maybe probably earlier than that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like from 12 to 51 or 50 when he passed. That's 38 years of being famous, or the most famous person on earth. It's crazy. Couldn't handle it. Couldn't take it. It's sad. But anyways.
Because throughout the years,
What up, Dan? What up, Dan?
Black artists have been taken advantage of completely. And it's time now that we have to put a stop to this incredible injustice. And like Mrs. Sharpton was saying, people from James Brown to Sammy Davis Jr., some of the real pioneers that inspired me to be the entertainer that I am. These artists are always on tour, because if they stopped touring, they would totally go broken. And it's been, the record companies really, really do conspire against their artists. They steal, they cheat, they do whatever they can, especially the Black artists.
Yeah. Now let me say this.
Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola is the president of the record division. He is a mean, he's a racist, and he's very, very, very devilish.
Hey, look, the phone say, "Oh!" They like, "Whoa!"
Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola is the president of the record division. He is a mean, he's a racist, and he's very, very, very devilish.
Yeah, no, I mean, bro been saying this, bro. He been saying this stuff, dog. Let me see. Wow. 17 clues. Wait, hold on. What? In 2017, Conrad Murray, he got out of jail. He stated that he left the room and came back. When I came back.
Well, normally when I left him, he was on the pillow. And when I came back, he was in a different position. He was no longer on the pillow. He had moved down, lower on the bed and closer to the edge. But he was there, but it wasn't the same person I saw.
You step out of the room for an hour?
I left his bedside around 11:25.
And his position on the bed?
Well, normally when I left him, he was on the pillow. And when I came back, he was in a different position.
So in 2010, Jermaine, he said Michael was not with us before he arrived to the airport. He then corrected himself, saying way before he arrived to the hospital. 2009, days after, the attorney said, I have warned that one day Michael Jackson will wake up. He looked extremely upbeat considering that Jackson just passed. Now, I don't know if I believe this. I ain't going to hold you. Minnie says Dave appeared that day. Sounds different than Dave does in a lot of interviews. In fact, Dave sounds like Michael Jackson.
Joining us now here in Los Angeles, Miko Brando, who was with us almost every night after this untimely passing. You, Dave.
I always loved his music. And my mother surprised me one day.
Dang, he do sound like Michael Jackson. Bro, what? Is Michael still alive? It's a mystery. Michael is so creative, anything is possible. I don't expect to see him until I pass away. You never know. He really tweeted that? I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro.
Yes, absolutely. Why did you ask
Because the clouds moving in front of the moon is a little shaky.
No. You know why, Larry? See, his spirit is very much.
5 years after he released the album Escape, the track Escape is a song about Jackson wanting to escape the systems of control on Earth. The picture also shows the rings of Saturn. There's a rabbit hole for another time. In 2009, Michael Jackson's memorial service, the final slide on a projector, it says, I'm alive and I'm here forever. He ain't going to be here forever if he is still around. In 2009, the premiere of This Is It, that's in LA, ain't it? Jermaine Jackson was interviewed. He states, this is called This Is It. But this idea, not really it. And there's going to be so much more going on. This is definitely something the final curtain call, no. In 2009, a German broadcaster posted a video claiming it was Michael Jackson emerging from the coroner's van. Like what they mean. Oh, like they think Michael Jackson walked out. Oh, like Michael Jackson walked out the van. Wait, hold on, bro. We Are the World 25 recorded. Someone in a green suit next to wait, hold on, bro. Ain't no way. Nah, dog. In 2009, 3 days after Michael's passing, his mother was photographed at Target. Surely 3 days after his passing, she'd be mourning her son, staying out the public eye. She just going to Target, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Janet changed her story. If she need to get some, she need to get some. She changed her story about where she was when Michael Jackson passed. Jack Crooner, some believes his character that Michael plays.
He uses 3 different locations as places that he hides, and he tries to camouflage because he doesn't want anybody, of course, know his where he is.
Huh? Kenny Ortega said, this is it, and close friend of Michael. We were here, and we were right here a little less than a week ago. Michael was with us. Oh, they said it was more than a week. In 2023, Donald Trump held a town hall. Fans believe they spotted Michael Jackson in the crowd.
Mark my words, I'll stop that war in 24 hours.
Oh, like that's Michael? Oh, no, it's just Michael.
But we're in a position.
I don't know if Michael would be Mag. I don't know. A few more clues. Significant. In 1988, Michael Jackson released a movie called Moonwalker. Later in the movie, Mr. Big defeated and the children were saved, and Michael leaves only to return for the children. He wants to come back. That sounds like Jesus Christ. He ain't no Jesus Christ. 2009, it was reported Michael had only 6 months to live. 6 months later, he passed. Coincidence, or did they know something that we don't? Dang, painkillers and booze have caught up to him. The only way that he's able to the stress of scandals and roller coaster life was to mask it with substance abuse. His muscles and lungs are deteriorating, and he's bedridden much of the time. He can walk, but not very long. In 2010, the TV commercial was released, a fruit juice called 5 Alive. In the commercial, a bird appears to do the moonwalk singing I'm alive.
Come alive with 5 Alive.
I'm still alive. Tip for believers. So Michael Jackson believers, you heard it here first. An announcement of sorts. In a couple months, the latest end of the year, you'll be receiving some good news, almost unbelievable. Not even the family knows, but I do. In a recording studio somewhere in the world, at an undisclosed location. He's coming soon. Feeling blessed. He ain't Jesus Christ, bro. In 2024, Emmanuel Lewis reminisces on his friendship with Michael. I speak to him as if he were still here, because his memories will be alive for eternity. Yeah, this one, I'm not really rocking with this. I'm not going with this one, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't believe this one. Tony Wilson worked with Michael Jackson for 3 years and developed a close relationship with him. Tony was a close friend of Joe Jackson, revealed that Joe told him Michael was still alive. So Mike, I do 100% in fact, Joseph told me whether services in 2024 or not, that he's not in the coffin, he's not gone. That's a fact. A mysterious, he attended the wedding of Siggy. So why is Siggy? Nah, I don't believe this, bro. Ready yet, bro? Where they say Mike is? The man resembles the mayor from Michael Jackson's Ghost in 1996. I just don't know about that, because Siggy went on the whole thing about, you know what I'm saying? Like, my uncle's gone. This 100,000% MJ. I've studied his mannerisms for years. That's his mouth, his teeth, expressions, Davies. The minute I saw the interview, it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. That's some weird stuff. Let me see. Let's go to something lighthearted, shall we?
Rashad, why you
anyway.
didn't hit me up? What's up, Rashad? Hey, Rashad.
What's up, Rashad?
Thank you, Rashad.
Brother, I love you, brother.
What's up, Rashad? What it do, boy?
Hey, Rashad.